Hey, what's going on, guys? Money Making Joey back here doing another video, and in today's video we are going to be speaking about a very important question, and that's, can you make money in the future going into next year, 2025? Depending on what time you're watching this video, heck, we might already be in 2025, but it's definitely, gonna be some great information. And I need you guys to do me a favor. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, do definitely go ahead and get subscribed to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up in the end if you guys have found value from it. Now, I'm going to make this one short, and we're going to be speaking about the future. Now, as you guys know, if you guys have been subscribed to my channel for some time, I have fully stopped driving inside of the rideshare industry as of January 2020, I'm sorry, not January, July 2024. And I haven't turned on the app ever since. And I've been making videos for some time, and another important reason why you guys want to go ahead and get subscribed to the channel is that even though I don't participate in the rideshare industry anymore, I definitely feel like it's definitely something that's important to help you guys and make videos about. And I fully dedicated this channel as a way to inform drivers, help you make some more educated decisions, and possibly, just possibly even get out of the rideshare industry. But the reason why I stopped July 2024 in the industry and never looked back is because the writing has been on the wall when it comes to making money in Uber and Lyft for some time. We have some very interesting developments where it's like, you have Tesla, and they're really pushing as far as AI, robots, and things like that. And there's also, information going on that they might, just might, be jumping into the rideshare industry as far as their vehicles are concerned and their robots, where, I don't know, it could very well be possible that Tesla could be beating the companies Uber and Lyft to the punch when it comes to self-driving vehicles. So a lot of different writing on the wall here, whereas now I really think, like, if you're someone that drives for Uber and Lyft and you're not in a major city, it may take some time for you to be affected about this, with this. But for anyone out there that's watching this video, if you're driving on the Uber and Lyft platform and you're in a major city like New York, Miami, LA, the future is definitely not looking so bright, because I've said it before in previous videos where I really feel like when that time comes, and Uber and Lyft is definitely going to try to beat Tesla to the punch. So it might just have speeded up the clock a tad bit as far as self-driving vehicles. So now, like I said, any driver out there that's watching this video, if you're in a major city, this is something that's gonna hit you a little bit sooner than someone who may be driving in the industry in a smaller town, like, let's hypothetically say somewhere in Ohio, Virginia. Major cities are going to get these self-driving vehicles first. So you gotta get ahead of that, because like I said, the writing has been on the wall where, for me, it wasn't even really self-driving vehicles. What I saw on the wall coming out of 2022 into 2023 was just saturation with other drivers on the road, where it's like, hey, you know what? It was good money, but it's not anymore. And I know for sure that it's saturation, just due to the fact that we used to keep busy for, I would say, 6 to 8 months straight. We've really been in this thing where I take a trip, and then once I complete a trip, I'm waiting a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, whatever the case, in between trips. And we've definitely gotten to a point in the industry where if you're a picky driver and you don't really accept every single trip, it's really more tough for you, due to the fact of, since these trips aren't coming so often, if you've just waited 5 minutes for a trip, you turn that trip down, you very well may be waiting another 5 minutes before you actually get another trip. So going into 2025, what's going to definitely be important to note is, For drivers like myself who's been in the industry for some years, even prior to the pandemic, we're looking at the industry right now in complete disgust. And to be honest, if I don't even think there's too many drivers still on the road today in 2025 where, okay, you're driving in 2025 and you're a veteran driver, I guess you can say, and you're someone who was driving 2018, 2019. I think those before the pandemic drivers are actually long gone and they're doing something else, with their life. The drivers that are on the road today, I'm going to be honest with you guys, they just don't know any better. They just don't. And they're in a situation where they're happy just to make whatever it is, that they actually can for whatever reason. And I am not here to judge, it is what it is. But the writing's been on the wall if you've been driving prior to the pandemic. For all of you newbies that's gotten into the rideshare industry after the pandemic, 2022 and everything like that, the writing on the wall is going to be a tad bit different for you. I've given you the reasons that put the writing on the wall for me. The writing on the wall for you, and I really feel like it's going to suck for you guys because, like I said, I really feel like if you were in the industry prior to the pandemic, you know the writing on the wall that I'm talking about, and you've somewhat transitioned out of the industry. And if you haven't transitioned out of the industry, you're considering to do so. Get subscribed to the channel. That's what we're here for. That's what we're going to be speaking about. But the writing on the wall for you new guys is going to be self-driving vehicles. And the reason why I said that I feel bad for you guys is that the truth of the matter is that you're going to be the last of the Mohegan. You're going to be the last of the last. You are going to be, unfortunately, and that's if you guys don't, take my advice, start looking at other options, get your finances and everything together, right? Make 2025 your last year of the industry, because I can scream to the mountaintops on how the industry wasn't designed for you and it's just not looking, that bright. So now the question for some is just going to be straight up. Hey, I'm in the rideshare industry, and like I said, I'm going to give you guys just a tad bit of good advice here, because even though I've said a lot of negative things, and I hate to really discourage people who are in an industry and they're really looking to make money just due to the fact of, hey, you have the right, the will to do whatever it is you love. So now I'm going to give you guys, I'll leave you on a little bit of a brighter note. And I'm going to give you guys my opinion on, can you still make money inside of the rideshare industry? What do I see over the next 4 years? Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. For 2025, things will still be the same like how they were the last 2 years, and probably even for 2026 as well. You're still going to be out there driving for the same price that you're getting paid now. And the industry, as far as demand, is still going to be the same. And that will probably remain the case until we start to get into this self-driving vehicle thing. Now, even when self-driving vehicles are on the road, I'm going to be honest, I don't think 100% of the consumer base will feel comfortable riding in a self-driving vehicle. So a lot of customers will still, of course, in big cities have the option to, do you want a self-driving vehicle or do you want a human? Humans will still be out there. They won't be eliminated completely. It's just, what's definitely concerning to me is that when you look at how demand for rides in the industry has been over the last year or 2 years, like I said, it's really shaky. So now, if you dump thousands of self-driving vehicles on the road, it only makes it worse unless we significantly reduce the amount of human drivers that are on the road. But then the question becomes, all of these people that were making a low, quote unquote, decent living in the rideshare industry, what happens to them? I will leave that up. You guys can let me know in the description. What happens, to them? So will you still be able to make money? Yes. I really feel like it definitely becomes a situation where you have someone that has a full-time job and they may partake in the industry just to make an extra couple dollars to make ends meet. But for us humans, when it comes down to, hey, this is the way that I provide for my family, I think that depending on your situation, on how you're living, that day is already gone. But within the next 2 years, that day, is actually fully gone. So I am going to leave that here. I'm definitely interested on everybody's take that, has watched the video. So do feel free to go ahead and get down below in the comments. Money Making Joey, I'm out of here, and I will see you guys in the next one.